I don't want to be the fat dad. You know, I don't want to be, especially dad of younger kids. I want to set an example for my children. I want to be there for them. I want to be there for my daughter when she gets married. And nothing is guaranteed, but I can do the hard things now. Step out of my comfort zone to set the example and to just be there and love them, not just in time we get to spend together, but like I said, in the example that I'm setting for them. So, and they'll be able to believe that because I'm willing to make the change that they need.
Mitch DeCory, live out in Kuna. My wife and I, we own a farm, so just the peaceful life out in Kuna country. So we bought it in 2019 after I left my career in policing. I have 2 kids, 2 years and 10 months, just feral farm kids running all over the place, doing chores, love the cows and stuff. My wife, she's the animal scientist. She keeps everything running. I lift heavy things and really listen to what she tells me to do. So I was inspired to join Blackbox VR because I grew up going to the traditional gym, and as I got older and kind of lost that routine, anytime I would show up, it would just be a lot of mirrors and a lot of really in shape people. So it was really hard to get into that routine of getting into a work routine, kind of peeling off the layers of what I let myself become with a food addiction, essentially. And really it came down to, I got hired to do a commercial to play someone in the gym. I didn't really know a whole lot about it. Did the commercial, got paid, all that stuff, but then scrolling through Facebook, I kept seeing this black and white video of myself just out of shape, looking depressed, and I was like, I don't want to be that guy, you know? And so I started looking into the VR side, and I actually just reached out, like super appreciative, letting me be a part of it, and just inquiring for more information, like what it looked like to kind of work out on your own and not be in the public eye, and making it more fun as opposed to boring, racking your weights and stuff like that. So with my kids and everything, every time I saw that, I was like, well, I'm not in my 20s anymore. And yeah, it stuck with me. I lost sleep over it, you know? It's like, if this is how people see me, well, then it matches how I'm feeling, because I'm exhausted and just feeling kind of anxious and down all the time. So it's like, I gotta make a change. How I think of myself physically is just, I guess, so far gone. I had myself convinced for a long time that it was like, well, this is just what life's gonna be like. You're gonna be exhausted playing with kids, and it really started boosting my anxiety about like dying early and just all this different stuff. I started avoiding people, and yeah, I mean, I used to be running and gunning when I was policing, and just everything got so busy that when I saw that commercial, I was like, how long has it been since I really cared? And yeah, just anxious, tired, have a horrible junk food addiction, kind of that just trying to create my own happiness. So yeah, just far gone, I guess. Too far gone is what I started thinking. Challenges that I've had in the past trying to get in shape, probably one of the big ones is accountability. Just being so busy. I mean, we live on a farm, working full time, going to school, and then the gym was boring. So it's like, you gotta spend time racking weights. You gotta look at all the people around you are pushing you out of the way to get on different machines and stuff. So it was really like accountability and the drive to go, I guess. One of the benefits that I saw on the website here was like, you can schedule your time. It takes 30 minutes. Why those attempts didn't work out in the past was just time. I would just get burnt out. Too lazy to go in. I'd skip a week. The week would turn over 2 weeks. So yeah, time, energy, and then just like that depressed anxiety feeling that nothing's gonna change, so why even try? When I turned 35, the very first thing that popped into my head was, I am half of 70, and I am no longer 20 anymore. And that really got me, because having younger kids at 35 was like, I have a very short amount of time to be able to truly spend time just physically, mentally with them while they're developing. And I don't want to waste that feeling anxious, feeling depressed, frankly, not being able to keep up with my kids on the farm because they're just moving all the time. I want to be able to keep up. And so when I hit 35, I was like, now's the time. I have to make a change. Oh, so my username, Discipler70. So I'm in ministry currently, and so Discipler is my current focus. So I try to pour into troubled youth in the community, just come alongside them, try to encourage them, have tough conversations about when they're down. And so Discipler really feeds into like coming alongside this younger generation, coming alongside people who are just hurting and broken, like myself and how I grew up, and just be kind of that positive influence. And me doing this, making a change, showing them that it's possible. And then 70,
was 70 AD when the Temple in Jerusalem fell. I was like, that's just kind of one of my favorite dates because it's super gory and interesting to study about. So that's why I picked that number.
So my main goals really is to get that negative voice out of my head saying I can't do this and step into the challenge of living the lifestyle that I can, because I think my biggest struggle is my size, my appearance, just all the things that elevate my anxiety and depression. And so I would say my biggest goal is to just show up, to do it, to at the end of it show not just the youth kids that I work with that things can be overcome. Your biggest challenges, whether it's temptations with substances, alcohol, eating, laziness, whatever your addiction is, it can be overcome. It's not going to be easy, but it's doable, and you just put the work in and you will start to see results and you start to better yourself. So that's the main goal, just to better myself, whatever that looks like. Being able to show that I've made a change physically, just the process of losing weight will help give me confidence anytime like I'm preaching or talking to kids in the ministry capacity. Because in the back of my mind, I always think like they're thinking, oh, gluttony's a sin. And so I'm like a walking hypocrite or a contradictory, you know? And so it'll help just my confidence in teaching. It'll also help just, there's times like I love my wife, she is my best friend, to just show her as much as she shows up for me every day, that I want to show up for her to get healthy, to be a better father, to be a better husband, to look better when we go on date nights. The overall like confidence for myself and confidence for people that I'm trying to pour into, and like, oh yeah, Mitch is doing what he's preaching. So I did VR one time when I was a kid. So one of my fears with the VR thing is maybe dizziness, maybe like just uncomfortable with the goggles and working out. Being a taller, bigger guy, I don't know what to expect to like mechanics of the machine. Is it gonna fit right? Am I gonna be comfortable? And then also just like the training process. Is it gonna start out too tough? Is it gonna be confusing? And so I guess just looking for the comfort. I'm kind of concerned about the comfort in working. One thing I'm looking forward to that will be different from workouts in the past is not everybody staring at you or feeling like they're staring at you. It's just kind of me in the workout, not having to take the extra time to stack weights and wait for machines. I'm looking forward to being able to come in, get the workout done, really focus in on the workout, not all the noise in the background. I appreciate the gym culture. Everybody comes in, they're not a certain cookie cutter size. They're not your traditional gym goers. There are some of those. There's people just off the street that I've seen, and they're coming in for just, they have in common that they want to improve. They want to have fun while they're doing it. And just the environment here is inviting, and everybody just kind of listens to you and values where you are, whether you're super out of shape and haven't been to the gym in a long time, or someone who knows what they're doing. They're willing to explain and just kind of walk you through the process. So I really appreciate that.
That was difficult, but for being 306 pounds, doable. And it pushes you, builds confidence. Man, that was fun. That was fun. Holy cow.